Tuckahoe, and welcome to the January 17th Planning Board meeting. Nancy? Nancy?
Commissioner Nierenberg,
Present.
Commissioner Wolfson,
Present.
and Chairman Leo.
Present. On this evening's agenda, we have the approval of the meeting minutes held on December 20th, 2022, 12 Fisher Avenue, which was site plan approval for an outdoor seating and dining area, and then 5 Fisher Avenue site plan approval for a new business. Since we don't have all the members here this evening, we cannot approve the meeting minutes of December 20th, so we'll have to postpone that until the next meeting. So at this point, can I have 12 Fisher come up?
Good evening. My name is John Burke. I'm the owner of Stevens Green. We originally had an outdoor seating area that was approved like 10 years ago. We've changed the cover on the outside to a metal cover, and we've temporary windows put on the outside just for protecting furniture and stuff for the winter time. And it may extend our dining area, our outdoor dining area, for in the summer or in the early spring and the late autumn. That's more or less it.
Okay, so basically you've had an existing structure that you've received approval approximately 10 years ago. I think I was on the board at the time when that was done. And all you've done at this point is replace the roof, right? Because you were telling me that you didn't have good circulation within the actual structure itself, right? That's why you changed this, so you allow more circulation, air circulation. And then, and you're using it primarily in the summer, but again, it's depending on the weather, you can probably use it sometime in spring and late fall, I would imagine,
Yes.
correct? Okay.
Yes.
So there's no change in size, no change in use, and...
No change other than that.
Okay, all right. Does anyone from the board have any questions for this application?
No.
No?
No questions.
Okay. So at this point, I make a motion to open the public hearing.
So moved.
Second?
Second.
All in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Since there's no one here this evening to speak on this application, I make a motion to close the public hearing. Can I have a
So
second, please?
moved.
All right, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Who's got the resolution? Oh, you have the resolution, right?
For 12 Fisher, right?
Yes.
Village of Tuckahoe Planning Board Resolution Decision. Applicant owner Fisher Ave Foods Corp. Location of project 12 Fisher Avenue, Tuckahoe, Section 42, Block 9, Lot 9. Description of project. Amend site plan to legalize an existing temporary structure that covers an outdoor seating area. SECRA resolution. Pursuant to the regulations of SECRA, this board finds that 1, the action taken herein is an unlisted action subject to the requirements of SECRA and its implementing regulations. 2, this board is in possession of all information reasonably necessary to make the determination as to the environmental significance of the proposed site plan application. 3, that the action taken herein shall not have a significant adverse impact on the environment, and it is declared that a negative declaration is hereby adopted with regard to this action.
I second. Nancy, please take roll.
Commissioner Nierenberg,
Four.
Commissioner Wolfson,
4.
and Chairman Leo.
In favor.
The following is the resolution decision of the Planning Board of the Village of Tuckahoe, New York. Applicant is seeking to amend its site plan to legalize a temporary enclosure of an outdoor seating area. The enclosure currently stands and is primarily used in the warmer weather. We find, based on the work sessions and presentations at the public hearing, that the applicant has met its burden as to Section 7-1 of the Village of Tuckahoe zoning code, and therefore the application is approved on the following conditions. 1, there is to be no further alterations to the structure without approval by this board. We have attached hereto as Exhibit A pictures as to how the structure currently exists as a point of reference. 2, if the business is sold or ownership changes to a person or entity that is not an immediate family member of the current owner, then either the structure must come down or the new owner-operator must come back to this board to obtain approval for the structure's continued use. Every representation of the applicant made in its application and presentation will be a condition of this approval. Any deviation from the representations made shall be cause for the revocation of said approval. Meeting date January 17, 2023.
I second. Nancy, please take roll.
Commissioner Nierenberg,
Four.
Commissioner Wolfson,
4.
and Chairman Leo.
In favor. All right, so congratulations.
Okay, thank you very much.
All right, have a good
Take
day.
care.
Take care.
You're welcome.
At this point, I will call up 5 Fisher Avenue. Identify yourself.
Brian Leonardo from 61 Morgan Street in Eastchester.
Greg Piccioni, 1219 California Road, Eastchester.
Okay. So tell us about your application this evening.
We applied for 5 Fisher Avenue to open up a grab-and-go coffee shop, basically. Be opening in the mornings, hopefully around 6 a.m.
Okay.
Closing time is still being up in the air right now, but maybe 6 p.m., something like that. We'd have gourmet coffee and some small pastries from local bakeries and things like that. That's where we're at right now.
What about how many days a week will you be open? Is it 7 days a week, 5 days a week? Speak into the mic. You can't hear.
would be
You can lift
open,
that up. You can lift it up.
We would be open anywhere from 6 to 7 days a week.
6 to 7 days a week. Do you know? 6. Well, let's say 7. Just.
Let's say 7 to start,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay, fine. So there'll be no cooking on the premises, correct?
No, there'll be no cooking.
Okay. And how many people do you expect to work in the facility?
To start, we're looking at about 4 or 5.
People will be working in the facility?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Parking, there's no parking issues. It's an existing structure, right? Okay. Anything else you want to share with the board? Okay.
Is there a seating area, and how many seats are there?
We were going to have about 3 tables inside, of maybe 2 or 3 chairs at each table.
Got it. Thank you.
All right. Have you seen this?
Small, okay. Walk down to
Any questions for the applicants?
none.
Okay.
None.
You're good. All right, since we have no more questions, I make a motion to open the public hearing. Can I have a second, please?
So moved.
All in
Second.
favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Is anyone here this evening to speak on this application? Okay, since no one wishes to speak on this application, I make a motion to close the public hearing. Can I have a
So
second?
moved.
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay. Ray, would you like to read a resolution?
Okay. Secret resolution pursuant to the regulations of seeker, this board finds that the action taken herein is an unlisted action subject to the requirements of seeker and its implementing regulations. This board is in possession of all information reasonably necessary to make the determination as to the environmental significance of the proposed site plan application. That the action taken herein shall not have significant adverse impact on the environment, and it is declared that a negative declaration is hereby adopted with regard to this action.
I second that motion. Can I take roll, Nancy?
Yes, Commissioner Nierenberg,
Or,
Commissioner Wilson,
4.
and Chairman Leo.
In favor. Read the second page.
okay. Following is a resolution of the Planning Board of the Village of Tuckahoe, New York. Applicant is seeking to open a coffee shop at 5 Fisher Avenue in Tuckahoe. 5 Fisher Avenue is an existing building that has no on-site parking. Prior to this application, there existed a juice bar business in this location. We find that based on the work sessions and the presentations at the public hearing that the applicant has met its burden as to 7-1 of the Village of Tuckahoe zoning code, and therefore the application is improved with the following conditions. Applicant may have prepackaged foods, but there is to be no cooking of foods at this location. Every representation of the applicant made in its application and presentation will be a condition of this approval. Any deviation from the representations made shall be cause for the revocation of said approval. Meeting date, January 2023.
I second the motion. Nancy, please take roll.
Commissioner Nierenberg,
Or,
Commissioner Wilson,
4.
and Chairman Leo.
In favor. Congratulations, guys. I wish you all the best and success. And
Thank you.
Good
all
luck.
right,
tough
guys. Have a good
business.
night.
Hopefully we see you all there.
Okay, we will.
Absolutely.
Thank you. All right. Since this board has no other business, I make a motion to close this public hearing. Can I have a
So moved.
second? All in favor?
Aye.
Good night, Tuckahoe.